Hello, and welcome to Best WP7 Games. Today we're taking a look at the oddly titled Alawishus Pixel. Just start from the beginning, so you can get an idea of what this is like. As you can see, the presentation is very, very much like the old 16-bit home computer platformers, sort of typical introduction. And here we get, the adverts, because this is the free trial version. And these screens just aren't there if you're playing the full version. It gets rid of the adverts, and it's actually quite a good incentive to encourage you to buy. It's also quite characterful. Every level has these signs which tell you the sort of storyline of the game, and more importantly, explain the concept of how to play. Very simple as they are. As you can see, it's it's fairly amusing. It's self-aware text, which is quite fun. It's nothing special, but it's nice enough. It adds a bit of character to the game. Also notice that the virtual analog stick appears wherever you place your thumb, which does mean you don't lose it, you don't misplace your thumb at any point. You don't accidentally press the wrong thing, unless you manage to accidentally hit the right-hand side of the screen, which it interprets as meaning you want to jump. But yeah, I should explain the rest of the controls now. So yeah, again, every level follows the same idea, and it's always a case of pushing a block onto the little yellow switch in order to open a door and then getting to the exit. And that's it. Very simple concept. And I just completely failed to jump there. So you can't get back up. So I could shake the screen to reset the level, but I'll just die, or in that case fail to die, and again, yeah. There you go. And as you can see, when you die, you have to wait a couple of seconds while it shows you these adverts. In this case, we're not getting proper adverts because I'm not connected to any service, so I can't actually retrieve them. But same idea. Ah, yes, I fell there. If you wonder why, this is one of the things I really don't like about the controls, is that if you press the jump key, you have to hold it down to jump higher, which is fine. But if you press a direction after jumping, left or right, you immediately stop going up. You'll just drop straight away, as if you'd let go of the jump button. Which means if you want to jump and move, you have to start moving before you jump. Which would be irritating enough on a normal controller, but when you're controlling it using a touchscreen, especially one with a stick which appears when you press it, so you can't just tap right, you have to press and then drag right. It's all too easy to accidentally press the jump button first, which in that case did lead me to drop off an edge, but it gets much more annoying in later levels, as it can cause you to die and have to sit to restart each level. And I don't think it's a good design decision, certainly not when combined with these controls. And again, not the best humour in the world, but entertaining enough. Just referencing the Lord of the Rings. You can see it would be easier to jump left over him or right over him. It would be safer, except for the fact that you've got to start moving first, otherwise you just drop straight away. So I end up just having to jump straight up and wait for him to pass under me. So it's a nice enough game. So it's nicely executed. It's quite pretty. I say pretty. It's a nice. If you remember the games that look like this, games of the early 90s, late 80s even. It's nice to look at. The music's again, it harks back nicely to that era. It's got a bit of charm to the storyline. It's clearly made by someone who enjoyed himself making this game. But in the adaptation from the Xbox Live Indie Games channel to the Windows Phone version, he really should have simplified the controls somewhat, or if not that, should have, rather not simplified, he should have made them a bit more forgiving, or he should have made the levels a bit more forgiving, or preferably both. And it's a shame, because it's a really nice game, aside from the fact it's just a bit too frustrating. Still, if you want to give it a try, Alawishus Pixel is available for free on the marketplace now, or you can pay 79 pence for the advert-free version.